surrounded by the... Trying to make stage directions into... Or shot directions into stage directions. The exhibit is surrounded by rope and sawhorses with police painted on them. There's a rough-hewn stone pedestal in the middle with a hollow where something once rested.
Good luck, boys. Knock yourselves out. Just if you get the sudden urge to off each other like those other boys did, do it out in the street, huh? This place gives me the certified willies.
The watchman walks away.
Poor bastard was scared witless.
So should you be.
Bunch of dime store mumbo jumbo, before you say it. I'm still not buying your spiel, even after you pulled that little statue out of me. So somebody's a good surgeon. So somebody's good at surgery. I wish they'd been there to take their little toy back out.
You are thick as breadline porridge, ain't you? Jeez.
Max turns and walks away toward the pedestal. Cliff walks toward the pedestal and turns on a large flashlight and sweeps it around. The flashlight beam sweeps along the floor, catching a glint. Cliff trains the light on the glint. It sits atop a clumsily drawn triangle on the floor that almost looks like a burn.
There's something.
Max moves so fast he basically appears near the glint. He grabs it and holds it up to the light.
What is it?
A broken bottle with the letters FRU, then below them MAG, then below them in smaller type DITTA is in Max's hand.
Yes, Daisy.
A bottle. I know where from as well. I also know what it contained. Let's go.
Max, standing to leave. Cliff puts out a hand to stop him.
Not so fast there, champ. Where are we going?
Oh, sorry, detective. A local magic shop.
Magic shop?
Yes, a magic shop. We're dealing with magic here, like the real kind, not the Houdini kind. Not saying old Eric wasn't magic, just saying he was fond of parlor tricks. This...
Max grabs Cliff's hand and guides the beam of the light to the ceiling. On the ceiling is a large greenish-black creature's head with red eyes and many, many tentacles. It's painted there sloppily, directly above the triangle, on the floor. Below and above the monster's head are scrawled the words Cthulhu Pythagorean.
This is the real old deal. Emphasis on the old. Let's go.
Scene 6, the magic shop. Night. Exterior is a small shop with a sign that reads Frugilis in Magica. Sits in an unassuming block of storefronts. Max and Cliff walk into the door, causing a tinkling of bells. Cliff looks around nervously as they do. Cliff and Max walk through the magic shop, past shelves of herbs and liquids and other things, to a counter. They're greeted by a large cat jumping up onto the counter.
Hello?
I'm done. Talking cats is too much.
Cliff turns to walk. Max stops him and turns him around with the flick of his hand. A beautiful red-haired woman pops up from behind the counter. She speaks in a thick Belfast accent. The cat steps aside and begins to rub against Max.
Sorry, boys. I was arranging things. What can I do for you this fine evening? Oh no.
Jasmine walks around the counter to Cliff.
You've recently been ridden. Your mind has been rolled.
Jasmine removes Cliff's hat, sits it down on the counter, runs her fingers through his hair.
Oh, this is bad.
We know, dear.
Jasmine squeals, nearly knocks Cliff down, and pushes Borshank away as she jumps arms and legs onto Max, squealing. Borshank's the cat.
Dagdweet, you cad. How's she cutting?
Dies muerto, darling. Broad and deep. Broad and deep. This fine specimen of manhood is Cliff Tage. Tage means days in German.
Cliff, Jasmine, Max, and Borshank, who is climbing back up onto the counter, all look on.
I'm not even gonna ask how you know all that. Hello, miss?
Cliff extends his hand and tilts his head questioningly.
Oh, sorry. So rude of me. Jasmine O'Fein.
Thank you. Pardon my lack of expression. It has been a rough couple of days. Lots of new things I didn't really believe in have happened, and I don't know why I'm spilling all this to you right now.
I have that effect. My dad's side.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point if the cat introduced itself next.
Well, that's a relief. My name's Borshek, but my friends just call me Bor.
Bor extends a paw. Cliff actually reaches out and grabs it.
I am shaking hands Pause. With a cat. I haven't woke up yet. I got too drunk, and I'm sleeping the day in the office.
Cliff jumps as the camera pulls out to medium wide to include Max, who has just pinched Cliff.
You felt that and jumped. You're pretty awake.
Jasmine back behind the counter beginning to stroke Boar.
So, to what do I owe the honor, gentlemen?
This.
Max sets the broken bottle down on the counter.
You broke your bottle of Dittany of Crete? You need another?
Jasmine reaches under the counter, comes back up with the bottle.
No, sweetheart. We found it at the crime scene. Someone stole the Eye of Madness. We think it was the House of Riley.
Max and Cliff stand in front of the counter. Jasmine and Boar behind exchange a look. Boar's fur puffs up.
Well, that's not what I call good news.
Not at all good. How far along are they?
Not far at all. They only have the eye. Short version is the House of Riley is trying to raise some beings from another dimension called the Old Ones. It will basically usher in hell on Earth.
Well, that was mostly English.
Some monsters that live outside of reality could come into reality and kill everything in a very bloody fashion if these nutcases succeed.
It's blue like the sky on a full moon, but green like the ocean after a storm when the light catches it just right.
Exactly.
I'm guessing this is your hypnotic jazz singer?
I'm guessing you two know where you're headed. But first, I can offer a little help.
Jasmine dips below the counter again for a moment, then pops back up holding two necklaces with wooden pendants carved into the shape of strange letters.
These are pendants made from the blackthorn bush carved into the shape of the blackthorn zoggin.
Cthulhu for Thagan. Cthulhu for Thagan. Cthulhu for Thagan.
Max throws a handful of something from a pouch he's extracted from his cloak-like coat into the guy's face. His skin begins to bubble and melt away.
He's a familiar. He'll never talk, but he'll sure as hell eat his way out of a portal he puts in your chest. This way.
Max leads Cliff through a back door. He's holding a shining blue crystal that is floating just above his hand. They crash through into a back hall, then through another door. Susie Nightingale is sitting at a dressing table talking to a mirror in some dead language. She jumps as the door bursts open.
Knocks.
Light that was emanating from the mirror goes out. Susie looks furious.
Do you know who I am?
Susie Nightingale, I presume.
How do you know me? Never mind. Listen to me and heed my command. Cthulhu, Lord Cthulhu for Thagan. Lose yourselves in my sweet hands. Cthulhu, Lord Cthulhu for Thagan.
Susie continues to sing, repeating herself.
Feeling anything?
Not a thing. Where's the eye?
How are
Cliff
you?
pulls his gun.
How are you immune?
Max holds out his ogum.
The witch.
Susie waves her hand across the mirror. A man's face swims into view. She jabbers something in the dead language. Max waves his hand. The mirror shuts off again.
Give us some answers, bitch. What did you do to...
There's no time for that now, bub. She sent people after Jasmine, and I didn't stop it in time.
Jesus.
Hold that thought. We may need him. Miss Nightingale, we'll be back.
Count on it.
You are too late already.
She smiles her Cheshire Cat smile. Fade out. Scene 8. Magic Shop Part 2. The Disappearance. Fade up. Max and Cliff burst through the doors of the shop.
Jasmine! Jazz!
Bear is laying on the counter, very beaten up.
They took her.
Boar.
Go. They mumbled something, but I don't know the language.
We need to go to my friend Sam at the precinct.
He's gonna believe you?
I don't know. Where else are we gonna go?
To my place. Consult some things.
You go play with your crystal balls or whatever. A woman has been taken by murderous nutjobs who talk to mirrors. I'll see you later.
Scene 9. Suspect. Fade up. Cliff bursts into the double doors of the police department. Walks up to the desk.
I need to speak to Sam Weatherby, please.
Your name, Cliff Target?
Yes.
Don't move, scumbag. Sam, he just showed up like you said he would. Sam emerges from a back office.
Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't believe you did it, pal.
Sam slaps some cuffs on Cliff.
Take him away, boys.
2 uniformed officers come into frame and grab Cliff. As the officers drag Cliff away,
Sam, you gotta believe me. These magician wackos took the girl and they're trying to raise the devil or something. The cat told us they took her. Sam!
round of applause.